We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help.
Tonight at 6, Today's Show host Savannah Guthrie releases a new video message ahead of a ransom deadline for her elderly mother, missing for more than a week. The latest out of Tucson tonight. Police arrest a man suspected of hitting and killing a woman on a bike and then leaving the scene. What police say he did before getting behind the wheel. Plus, firefighters rescue a man from a canal in Scottsdale. Why they took him into custody, coming up. Thanks for joining us. First tonight at 6, a Fox 10 News alert out of southern Arizona where the ransom deadline for Nancy Guthrie has now passed. The 84-year-old grandmother has been missing for more than a week now. The Pima County Sheriff believes that she was taken against her will in Tucson. Her daughter, Today Show host Savannah Guthrie, releasing a new video message on Instagram this afternoon.
Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers and that God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help. Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
Nancy Guthrie's possible kidnappers demanded millions in Bitcoin. The first deadline was last Thursday. The Sheriff's Department has not named any suspects or persons of interest. Earlier today, a group of women could be seen praying outside of the home of Nancy Guthrie in the Catalina foothills. Over the weekend, detectives focused on the septic tank in her backyard. Fox 10's Nicole Krasean joining us live now in Tucson with the latest tonight. Nicole.
Yeah, good evening, Mark. As we saw in that video from Savannah, she called this an hour of desperation, and this entire day has really been acting as a ticking clock. That alleged ransom note deadline passing over an hour ago now, and we did get a statement from the FBI after that deadline passed saying that they are not aware at this time that there has been any continued communication between the Guthrie family and any potential kidnappers. The FBI going on to say that they, at this time, have still not identified a suspect or person of interest in this case. Now, you mentioned that septic tank that was allegedly part of the search over the weekend. We saw with our own eyes and Fox News cameras that they were searching through it. We're not exactly sure at this point what they were looking for, but we do know that this was part of just a continued expansive search that the FBI and Pima County Sheriff's Office have said will continue to grow as new leads come in. So you mentioned that there was what appeared to be that septic tank, that cistern in Nancy's backyard. This was after investigators were over at Annie Guthrie's home, the other daughter other than Savannah. We don't know what they were searching for over there, but there are reports that that search was consensual, that Annie was allowing access to the home. There was no search warrant that was needed for that. Authorities telling us there are multiple locations being searched. Both residences, both here at Nancy's home and over at Annie's, continue to be big parts of this investigation, so there is expected to be continued activity. We have seen that sheriff's office vehicle outside of the home as part of the requested security. And when we go back to the potential septic tank search, there is a multitude of evidence that could be inside something like that, if it is indeed that septic tank, including potential evidence a suspect could have flushed down a drain, a toilet inside the home. Former Pinal County Sheriff Mark Lamb weighing in on this specific search.
You can't leave any stone unturned. You know, on the septic tank, you see how big the opening is. You don't want to find out a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now when you actually catch the suspect that her body was in there. And so you've got to check that. Maybe a cell phone was flushed down the toilet. Maybe some other device that might give them some information is in there. They've got to check it. And that, obviously, you can see you can put a lot in there.
Yeah, and there is that growing setup outside of Nancy Guthrie's home that you can see now. Obviously, still a very busy scene as well. Several media from all over the country passing by and continuing to be out here reporting just as we are. But you see those candles. There are more flowers than we've seen before. And Savannah Guthrie, her family, really keying in on their faith throughout this entire nightmare, as they've referred to it as. And so you did see some religious figurines out there as well. And continue to see some traffic. A lot of it is fellow media. It's been pretty quiet out here as far as law enforcement since we've been out here mid-afternoon. But going back to the FBI statement and their claims that they are not aware of any continued communication between the Guthrie family and potential kidnappers, that seems to match up to this latest video from Savannah, who appears alone and also does not, for the first time, speak directly to anyone who might have her mother. Instead, she seems to be appealing to Americans across the country to look and search for anything suspicious, no matter if you're here in Tucson or anywhere else in the country. And again, the FBI saying tonight that there is still no identified suspect or person of interest in this case. We know that deadline has passed, so we will continue to see if there is any change to that. Expecting some more activity out here and over at Annie Guthrie's home tonight and into tomorrow as this search continues. We'll continue to have live updates as well as updates on our website, fox10phoenix.com. Live in Tucson tonight, Nicole Krasean, Fox 10 News.
All right, Nicole, thank you. And stay with Fox 10 for the latest developments on air and online. You can scan the QR code there on your screen or log on to our website, fox10phoenix.com.